Number 30 Broad Street, 1022. 13 Sergeant 1 Essential. 15,000.
Hey, we just released our merchandise store. In it, you're going to find 3 absolutely killer shirts. We're only going to release 3 right now. It's our way of coming out and introducing ourselves to the world. But these 3 shirts absolutely rock. They're going to be flying off the shelves. Now, police have a way of taking that word blue and putting it to everything that represents them, such as back to blue, blue and blue all the way through, and whatever other nursery rhyme they can think of. We just added a little more to it, and which is more reflective of what's going on in society today. Corrupt cops, they hate this shirt. They hate the shirt. So, anybody out there that wants to really draw attention to the problem, and for you auditors out there filming, you put the shirt on, you're going to get your attention. You're going to start the discussion for sure. Fighting police brutality, it's not a one-man show, and we're going to need your help. So brutality shirts, the only place you can get them is here in our store. Brutality is a trademark name. We did that to protect it. The money that comes in as a result is not going to line anyone's pockets. It's all going to fight police brutality. So we need your help. We need your support. Check out our store, get your merchandise, get your hats, get your decals, view our videos, subscribe, share them, find us on Patreon. And like I said, the auditor's job, it's to expose police brutality. Our job is to end it, but we need your help. Check out our store right now. Thanks. Everyone knows that the brutality brand is not about protecting, justifying, or excusing the behavior of violent criminals. All right? If you're one of these POSs who preys on the innocent people in our society, then whatever consequence, reaction, revenge, or street justice serves you, that's all on you. I mean, karma's a bitch, and welcome to yours. We're not going to defend or feel sorry for you when the police lay you out because you were stupid enough to point a gun at them. I mean, nobody that I know of on either side of the line ever has sympathy for a guy laid out because he pointed a gun at a cop or shot at a cop or tried to get the cop's gun. I mean, nobody's going, oh, the poor guy. Everybody's going, what a dumb mother effer, okay? I mean, there's no sympathy there. I don't know why this still goes on. I don't know why it's still, happening. It's not whether you're in the right. It's not whether you're in the wrong. It's now you're in the ground. It doesn't make sense. But it seems like we just have to go back in time and, beat this down into earlier education. We got to go back to first grade. 1 + 1 is 2. I before E except after C. George Washington was our country's first president, and don't point guns at police. I mean, it's pretty safe to say that if you point a gun at me and I've got a gun, I'm going to put a few more nostrils in your face. That being said, brutality is about innocent people or extremely low-risk offenders getting brutalized due to some unhinged cops who have problems with the general public and self-control. Now, one of the issues that keeps jumping up is racism. Is it a factor in police departments? Is there such a thing, or is it just something that the media hype up in order to keep us divided and hating each other for the sake of their ratings and control? And if there is racism, when does it start? Is it directed towards black adults who might or already do have criminal records, or does it start at a younger age with the biased perception that a criminal record is in the child's future anyway, so get them while they're young? Now, we've all seen far too many videos that show the police going to unjustifiable extremes in escalating what would otherwise be a minor issue into an unjustified shooting and killing. But thank God the police investigated themselves, found that they did nothing wrong, so it's all good, right? The unarmed, compliant, non-threatening guy lying dead in the street just blew the unjustified shooting out of proportion. It's all in his head, right next to the bullet.
Now, one can't honestly deny that there is not racial profiling going on, or retaliation, or incompetence, harassment. They're all very well rooted in every police department, and it's typically directed towards the blacks. There's literally thousands of videos on YouTube taken all around the country at all different periods of time that prove my point. And these are just the incidents that are caught on camera. What wasn't caught on camera? These problems exist because there's no repercussion or accountability against the officers who willingly engage in this type of torment unless something is videotaped, it's seen, and there's a public outcry to the point where the department feels like they have to do something. But otherwise, it's a game to them. It's fun for the police. Something in their demented mindset finds satisfaction in this type of behavior. They get off on being a bully. This outrageous treatment continues because the victim has little to no course of action to get it addressed, stopped, let alone any kind of justice. So yes, racism absolutely plays a part in policing. I've personally witnessed it several times. I've witnessed it against my own family members. Now, unfortunately, statistics can get misconstrued when they lump justified and non-justified shootings together, but I'm going to do my best to break this down. Bear with me. First, according to The Guardian, quote, black people are twice as likely to be killed by a police officer while being unarmed than white people are, unquote. And nobody can give a definitive answer as to why this is, but we can speculate with a degree of certainty that race did play a factor. And according to Mapping Police Violence, quote, 1 out of every 3 people killed by police officers in any given year are black, unquote. Again, this statistic doesn't make it clear if the shooting was justified or not, but the statistic is disturbing nonetheless, especially when you take into account that the black population is only about 13% of the U.S. population. Mapping Police Violence also goes on to say that in 17 of the top 100 largest cities, police officers killed black men at a higher rate than the U.S. murder rate. Again, was the shooting justified or not? Either way, it's an extremely hard fact to accept. Fortunately, because the police investigate themselves and very seldom hold themselves accountable for an unjustified shooting, we can safely assume that the majority of these killings were justified. I mean, there's no way that the police would resort to a lack of transparency, denial, blaming the victim, or serious cover-up, right? That'd be illegal. And especially if they were in police custody at the time of their death. No, that had to be suicide. If you're not disturbed by these statistics yet, here's another one for you. 69% of the victims of police brutality in the United States who are black were suspected of a non-violent crime and were unarmed. Again, there is no explanation as to why that is, but I'm wondering if there's a single cop out there, active or retired, that has the stones to contact me and explain the reason why. But don't hold your breath. Now, Vox claims that of the people that are killed by the police while not attacking, 39% of them are black. Additionally, 42% of black individuals who were killed by the police during their arrest were not attacking when they were killed, and they were not killed with a shotgun or rifle. Shot with a handgun. Kind of up close and personal. Kind of makes you wonder what they're teaching in the police academy. Maybe it's because the silhouette targets at the gun range are black. You know, you act as you trained. The point is this. Undoubtedly, there are more justified police shootings. There's no argument there. But there are too many unacceptable statistics that have to change for the better when it comes to police and the black community. Is it a race issue? It's hard to claim that across the board when there are tens of thousands of black police officers accused of brutality against black victims, but that doesn't explain the other cases. So one of the biggest problems is that there doesn't seem to be any effort on the vast majority of police departments to build and strengthen a positive relationship with the inner city. The police seem to always play the victim when it comes to trying to do so, and so the beat goes on, or the beatings go on. Thanks to input from our surveys, we have some proven answers that we're wanting to share with the police so they don't beat them out of us. But that's for another video. Short video today, brothers and sisters. Remember, brutality needs your support. We're not about exposing police brutality. We're about ending it. But we can't do it alone. We need your help. Like and share our videos. Visit our merch store. Go get those shirts. They're flying off the shelves. Support us on Patreon. All right? Stay strong. I'm out. Bye-bye.